Hello, welcome to Teacher Soxi class. Today we are going to have community engagement, solidarity, and citizenship. Are you all ready? Let's get started. Community engagement is involvement and participation in an organization for the welfare of the community. Community engagement is the process of working collaboratively with and through groups of people affiliated by geographic proximity, special interest, or similar situations to address issues affecting the well-being of those people. It is a powerful vehicle for bringing about environmental and behavioral changes that will improve the health of the community and its members. It often involves partnerships and coalitions that help mobilize resources and influence systems, change relationships among partners, and serve as catalysts for changing policies, programs, and practices. Community engagement denotes the process in which individuals build ongoing and permanent relationships for the purpose of applying a collective vision for the benefit of a community. Engagement in action are common in community engagement and solidarity. Community action refers to the collective effort done by people directed toward addressing social problems. Tradition of community focuses on neighborhoods and similar areas of larger communities, and it considers the sentiments and motivations of people living in the neighborhood. Tradition of community, where attention is directed to community and to certain organizations which have a sense of community, is referred to as personal community. Tradition of community, that where collectivities based on size from villages to metropolises are analyzed holistically. The functional relations between the parts of the community and the community as a whole are observed, is called complete community. Tradition of community that examines various groups for whom prestige or moral worth or both are in some way important refers to community as society. Community of limited ability is a tradition of community which focuses on neighborhood and similar areas of larger communities. It is also considered as the sentiments and motivations of people living in the neighborhood. Community is a social unit, a group of living things, with commonality such as norms, religion, values, customs, or identity. Communities may share a sense of place situated in a given geographical area, for example a country, village, town, or neighborhood, or in virtual space through communication platforms. Institutional perspective are communities are organizations for religion, social, or similar purposes. Social science perspective is a community linked by common interest and collective activity. Its objective is to serve other people. Local and grassroots perspective is a self-organization initiated to encourage local citizens to contribute to the community. Civil society perspective is defined as a group of people in a particular area interacting with each other. Social perspective describes the political networks that connect individuals, organizations, and its leaders. Virtual perspective views communities as social groups or groups with a common interest that interact in an organized fashion using the internet. System perspective is a perspective that compares community to a living creature made up of different parts that represent individual functions. Individual perspective recognizes that the members of a community have their unique sense of membership. Here are the distinguishing criteria of communities as groups. 1. Interaction among members of the community is present. 2. Members share one or more goals, which call for group action. 3. Pattern of interpersonal attraction will emerge over a period, showing the likes and dislikes of the members of the community. The criteria of rural community. 1. It is non-metropolitan. 2. It exists in the midst of an agricultural area. 3. As an agricultural area, it is characterized as a primary economy. Urban community is more inclusive than rural community. At the center of the urban community lies a medium-sized or large-sized city. People nearby rural areas also identify urban community as their alternative locality. A community is a collectivity of actors sharing a limited territorial areas as the base for carrying out the greatest share of their daily activities. In this COVID-19 pandemic, one of the most collective action that is helpful are feeding programs, relief operations, and relief operations. The practice of solidarity entails weaving a fabric of fraternal relationships marked by reciprocity, forgiveness, and complete self-giving. Solidarity is based on belief that together we can make a difference and together we much stronger. It is the fundamental to the Christian view of social and political organizations and is the fabric for all authentic relationship. When there is a substantial increase in size and density of a community's population, homogeneity not likely to happen in the community, there are more impersonal and formally prescribed relationships and there is a more complex division of labor. Membership is the feeling of belonging or sharing a sense of personal relatedness. Attributes are boundaries, emotional safety, and common symbol system. Influence work as a factor of the phenomenon, sense of community with respect to its members and the community, one way to community to the members and one way members to the community. The concept of solidarity refers to a bond of unity between individuals, unified around a common goal or against a common enemy, such as the unifying principle that defines labor movement. Truth and justice must stand above the comfort and physical well-being of the predominant people. The best example of an act of solidarity is promoting inter-religious dialogue and tolerance. Religion, ethnicity, and gender must we overcome in order to be in solidarity with others. Urban community is located in the city while rural are in the provinces and villages, which livelihood of people in this area is mostly livestock and farming. So much with community engagement and solidarity. Let's proceed to citizenship. Voting is a right that you have when you turn 18 years old. Not only people born in the US or Philippines are considered citizens. The important right and responsibility of all citizens is to vote in the election. For example, to become a citizen of the US, an immigrant must have been a lawful, permanent resident for at least 5 years, in which a person with no US ties immigrates to the US gain US citizenship by naturalization. Duties of citizenship are required but responsibilities are optional. Attending civic meetings is a citizen's responsibility rather than obligation. Citizen refers generally to a person who has specific rights and obligations within a country. Donating food to a homeless shelter is an example of contributing to the common good. Moreover, planning a neighbor recycling program is a type of service project that would also help promote common good. Citizenship based upon parents or at birth is legal principle of jus sanguinis. Right of soil while being born in the country or place is regarded to be the principle of jus soli. For more community engagement, solidarity, and citizenship lecture, please tune in always with teacher Soxai in Hume's Senior High Aid. Until next time, goodbye.